another new member with Retro 78. And I know we all know this guy right here. He's from the state of Florida. You see him a lot. Yeah. Won't you make welcome on lead vocals, guitar, doing harmony for us, Mr. Ernie Evans.
Thanks so much. It's been a long time since I've been up on stage playing in a bluegrass band, and boy, I sure miss it. And I retired to just pursue all my focus on bluegrass festivals, but the whole time running around here in a golf cart and parking campers and picking up trash, that kind of thing, I'd look up on the stage and say, man, I sure miss that, but maybe someday. And these guys called and we talked about it, and I was like, man, I don't know if I can even do it anymore. It's been so long. And so this is my first time back on stage in about 3 or 4 years, so thank you very much for coming. And I want to especially thank these guys here for having the confidence in me that I could do it. And it was scary. It was pretty brave of you guys to do that. But I showed up in an audition. They actually, I got to tell the story. They actually hired me to play bass. And I said, nah, man, you don't need me for a bass player. You need this other guy. And they said, well, yeah, but we want you to play bass. We need the bass player. And I said, well, I'll tell you what, I'll come up and audition. I said, but I'm going to bring my friend with me. I want you to hear him. And this is a true story now. So we went up, we auditioned. I auditioned first. They were like, yeah, man, it's going to work out great. I said, hold on now. So we brought Brett up there. Brett started playing. They looked at each other and kind of smiled. Nobody would say a word. And I'm like, okay, but I wasn't sure if it worked or not. So we got in the car and left, and I'm like, man, I'm not sure how that went. I said, I think it went good. It sounded good. So I called them. I said, hey, did you like Brett? They were like, yeah, we really liked him. I'm like, well, maybe you should hire him. So, well, we didn't want to hurt your feelings, and so I got hired and fired on the same night. So, but the silver lining to that whole thing was they needed a guitar player too, because the bass player and the guitar player rode together. So I'm like, yeah, I want to be a part of that. But I'd been glad to be a bass player too. But with this guy running around, I mean, he needed to be on stage to do that right now. And I've watched him grow up. This is great for him, folks. In fact, I knew him before he was born. His mom was carrying twins, and they knew that there was a problem at birth, and I don't know exactly what it was, but I do know that they had to fly them to Atlanta to a specialist, and they had a pretty serious problem. Him and his twin brother Bryce, you see with Remedy Tree, and it was very, very questionable whether they would make it or not, but they did. And they both turned out to be incredible musicians. And but you go ahead and clap for them again, folks. This is a great birthday. He's now 36 years old, and on his 4th marriage.
And he's a cowboy.
That's right. Actually, he's single at 18, and I don't remember what that's like. But... All right, let's pick. Here we go. Tomorrow could be with love. Things just didn't work out right. But to the great God, give it a the memory of the love you died. Lay your head on my shoulder, put your little hand in mine. We'll walk down Lover's Lane together. Let me love all the time. Stay together. Let